Hello. Right, it is Tuesday, is it? No, it's Monday. I thought we'd carry on with some Summoner. What was I even doing? We've got to get the final ring. And it was supposed to be on the other side of the Tower of LA. In the Eye of the Dragon of the Jade Temple, you will find the Ring of Jade. The temple stands in the shadow of LA. And there you must defeat Murad. I don't remember where the tower was, though. I think it might be near that mountain. What I might do is just, uncover some of the map a little bit. I don't know how much there is over here. Can't imagine there's that many locations, really, in this game. Not in this half of the game, anyway, I don't think. I think there's only probably the place we're going to now, and then it's done. Get some experience, I guess. Let's try this poison element that we got yesterday. Whoops, there's that drift going again. Every time I boot it up. What's that initial bit of drift on this controller? I don't really know why. Ooh. Oh, there's that cat again. I wonder what it does exactly. If it's just poison. Oh, it's doing a poison from an attack, so that's pretty good. $2,000 experience is not bad either. 4 speed. I bet. Whoops, that would be nice. Poison elemental. I'll wear that until it levels up, I guess. And then he could probably have a bit of that. Max weapon, blunt weapon. You know, I might give him the Ring of Speed. Because I don't think speed is a stat that you can particularly like level up. Max weapons +2. Hey Chrono Gear. How are you? All gone. Oh, I'm not comfortable. I need to move this cushion. I don't know which one to move. Struggle. Just excuse me a moment. And now I've lost both cushions. Maybe that's better. Thing is, like, you know, with cushions, like, you think, oh, the more cushions you put down, the better it'll be, right? But it's often wrong because they just sort of slide around and make it even like you're balancing, which I think strains even more. I can't go on with this chair though. I think this is even worse. I'm gonna have to go to a shop after payday. How's your Monday? Well, I keep looking at the map. There isn't one. I'm just doing this because I'm sort of OCD, but I probably don't. There's probably going to be nothing. I just kind of want to see the world map, you know? But the encounter rate is going to probably be a little bit annoying. I don't think I can even walk over there. Wait a minute, what's that? Have I even been here? Is that... Oh, that's the monastery. This map is so jank. Look at the way that those two tiles are just like, whatever. It doesn't even need to be in line with each other. Wow. That cloud is desperately trying to cover up the shenanigans going on with that texture. I've seen it though. Can I unlock here? See, the map would be a bit more useful if it actually had the locations on it. I didn't even realise the monastery was there. I've got no sense of the geography in this game. Let's just follow the coastline around, just to say we did. God. Oh, I didn't talk to the cat, actually. Maybe he would have had something to say. Come on. How are you? Shy hi. What a time to do a shy hi. I'm shyly trying to drink this coffee while that quiet menu screen is on. Ah. Who dat? It's gonna be a little bit of a slow pace to start with, I think. I'll never let go of my obsession with doing stuff, but I could just quite easily continue with the plot. You're summoned by the summoner. You're in a coffee shop. What you having? Don't be rude to your partner though if you're out and socialising. The sequel to Grabbed by the Ghoulies. The sequel is what's it called? The Goddess Reborn? Is that what is it renamed? I know she has work to do. Just gone out for a change of scenery then. Ooh, this looks exciting. Are these even giving me good experience though? I should probably just make a beeline out of here because I'm really just trying to uncover the map. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much finished, but I just want to uncover the map to see what it looks like. But I don't think this game is going to have any secrets. Oops. What was the experience then? I didn't even see. Oh, those samurai ones do a lot. I can't believe I've nearly finished the summoner. I don't think I'll finish it tonight, but I want to get to the point where I can finish it maybe tomorrow. So I reckon we've got one more dungeon slog. And then I remember where the finale takes place. I won't say. But I don't remember if there's a dungeon before it, really. I think it's just a small room and a finale is all I remember. But I could be wrong. Shit, really shouldn't stand in the fire. She's about to scream. Oh! I want these death cries as a redeem, but I don't know where I would ever find them from. Shall I rescue her? It's quite weird to think about this game, though. I was talking about this yesterday, like, because I've been watching the video with all the RPGs on it. And, like, this came out in 2000, so this came out, is it the same year as, well, just after Chrono Cross, the year after Chrono Cross, and the same year as, like, Final Fantasy 9 and stuff? It's sort of hard to compare, really, isn't it? It's kind of, I don't think it's better than those games, but it's, certainly maybe a different scale of game. It's very PC, isn't it? Sort of like a PC Western adventure game. I guess it would be the scale of something like Baldur's Gate, but with different graphics. I haven't played enough of Baldur's Gate to truly know. Distinctly next generation, yeah. Just very badly next generation. Like, we're not sure quite what the next generation is yet. What is the point of this? But this is all empty. I'd say that Baldur's Gate is, I would assume, has a bit more depth than this game does. And maybe some less loading screens. I should do Baldur's Gate. Would you ever stream Baldur's Gate? Would it be a stress? Oh, hello. Ah Lang. Oh, we've been looking for you. What did you just say? Something, something, a joke or a riddle? Oh, I missed that. Crap. Can I catch it on my phone? Oh, it's too slow. Well, we'll just assume. Do you have one? I am in desperate need of an amusing tale, or my clever conundrum would save my life. I don't know what he's talking about. You would save my life. Save your life? I am pursued by death. One of Laharar's shadowy minions. Death has come to take my soul in Laharar's infernal palace in the kingdom of the dead. But I've eluded death so far. This is a follow. I think I've done these in the wrong order then. We met this cat yesterday on one of these random encounter screens, and the cat is called Death. And he said that he was death incarnate or something, but he said that it's because Lang had told him so. He said, well, he must be death because who's ever heard of a talking cat or something. But I don't know if he was lying, but now I'm confused because now we've met him. Death has come to take my soul in Laharar's infernal palace in the kingdom of the dead, but I've eluded death so far. As strange as it may seem, Death has a sense of humour. If I tell a joke, Death laughs and laughs. Oh, that's what it said. Yeah, the cat can't catch him because he keeps making him laugh. If I tell a riddle, Death ponders it for a while. This gives me time to escape. I've eluded Death 877 times in this fashion, but Death is persistent. Just when I think I've lost him, he appears before me when I least expect it. Appears before you? Yes, in the form of a cat. Always in the form of a cat. But now I have no more jokes or riddles. If death comes for me again, I am doomed. What will you do? In Wolong, there is a fisherman named Ruidu, a master of jokes and riddles. He has saved my skin more than once. Where is he? I suspect he may be hiding from me because I can't find him anywhere. If you happen to meet him, please get a joke or riddle for me. That reminds me, I do have some quests to do. Should I do them? I guess I should. Ice Cream Baldur's Gate, I know it so well. 2 is more foreign to me. Played it a few times. Oh, I have no time, he's gone. But usually spend more time noodling around in that one and getting lost. I played... What did he say at the start? Have you any luck finding... No, not yet. Be patient, I'm working on it. Yeah. I want to say I played about 8 hours of Baldur's Gate. I made this like female wizard character in my head. I was actually trying to really get into it because you can write a diary, can't you? Which is just utterly pointless, but I kind of did it for the fun. It's like trying to write a dear... It's the only time I've ever done anything like that in my life, but I was writing almost like a dear diary. Like Baldur's Gate spoilers, but dear diary, my mentor died today or whatever, you know. Boo-hoo. I want to get to the town now to get that joke in case we bump into him again, because I assume I'm going to have to try and find him afterwards. Oh, come on. Thank you. Alright, what's this place? Oh, this is the Oni. I like the swamp stuff though. It's quite nice. These give some good experience, I think. They're also a pain in the arse. These seem a bit more rougher than the others. Teodara, why is it called Baldur's Gate when I'm 4 chapters in and still not at Baldur's Gate? It's all about the gates. Why is Boundary Gate called Boundary Gate? Was it just to cash in, I wonder? Was Baldur's Gate that popular in Japan? Did it come out? Who's healing the golem? Hang on, hang on, hang on. The Oni even. Something's healing something. Is it? Oh, it's you. I see you. Hey, you retro. How are you? Thanks to you. I'm alright. I just need to sort out my back problems. Games actually low-key gets worse in Baldur's Gate. You do the big city thing better. I can't remember if you saw me playing this one before, Retro, but we've almost finished now, finally. It's only taken 15 streams in half a year. But how are you doing these days? I haven't seen you stream much. I assume you haven't. Talk of haste. Speaking of which, I think I'd like to get another one of those rings. I feel like, I don't know, but I wonder if Boundary Gate is called Boundary Gate because the town that you start in is sort of closed off. Is it the boundaries? Right, let's just get out of here. Being a busy fella. Exit. Oh, that was faster than usual. Those loading screens make me feel so awkward. I'm just like, fill the space. Oh, hang on a moment. Isn't that the Tower of LA? Have I not already been there? Maybe that's my destination. I think it is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, because there's also a quest that I need to do, which is throwing that girl's doll thing into a cavern. Whatever it was, to let her soul free. Oh. What's this musical about? Burning Bone Night. Probably fire is not the best thing to use here. Seems like it's kind of working though. I don't get much experience from these, I might just rush away. Yeah, that's piss poor. Let's leave. Mr. Bones has left the chat. Is he burning? Oh, it's doing no damage. It must have been somebody else.
I'm stronger.
Oh, Jackar feels stronger. Yeah, Mr. Bones, I do not. It's supposed to be quite good, isn't it? It's sort of the one that I always hear about on YouTube because people, I've heard on YouTube quite a few times, people are like, it's very expensive, but don't worry, you can just buy it from Japan for a very, very low cost. Not anymore. It's not that expensive yet though, but I don't think it's as cheap as when YouTube was first on about it. It's about 3,000, 4,000, 3,000 yen. What is it? Is it like a platformer? It's exclusive, isn't it, to the Saturn? What did I remove from him? I want him to have... Oh, what the fudge? He's learned heal. Access to higher level heal spells. I mean... Sure. Let's get some healing. Would be nice. Do I need all the healing though? Does he even have much MP? Whatever, it's done. Oh, he's got like almost... That was not a good idea. He's got no AP. Oh no. Yeah, he does have AP. AP's just quite low. So what spells has he got now then? He's got heal, cure and regenerate. Not bad. Bit of a mixture of genres. Oh, that doesn't sound quite so good. Oh, it's kind of bad but in an interesting, unique way. Ouch. How can I get out of here? Oh. Yeah, there's a couple of random holes in the Saturn that I don't have yet that I'd be interested in, but I sort of stopped buying stuff for the Saturn for the moment. I used to stop buying stuff, period. I think what I want to do is just focus on, instead of just buying random silly stuff like Mr. Bones, I want to focus on getting actual like RPGs that I am genuinely interested in, not just for a giggle, like games for a giggle. I want to get some RPGs that I'm seriously interested in, even if they're bad RPGs, but that's, you know, that's my jam. I want to have them to play before they become overpriced. It's mostly just the niche RPGs I'm concerned about. So I'd really like to get that GOD before that goes mad. It's already like not pocket change.
It's locked.
I don't think there's really that many more really expensive PlayStation RPGs. I think there's only really one, and I'm probably just never gonna own it because I don't know. Maybe in if it doesn't go up any more than it is right now, maybe in a couple of years I could justify splurging once. But there's that game, I don't know if you know, called Prisoner, but it's always like about 20,000. Might even be more, 20,000 yen or more. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't even know if it's really very good. The only other one that interests me a bit is that it's not an RPG, but it looks like a point and click adventure game. Not sure I know that one. Yeah, it's sort of like a weird RPG, but it's not like a normal RPG that we would be all over. What is this place? Jade Temple. Is that a town in front of it? No. No. Jade Temple. I said no! Oh, it's an encounter. No, the other game is Lucifered. I think I've shown you that one before, but it seems like I really missed the window with that one because that's jumped up in price, I think, in the last year or two. And it's like it's about 20,000 yen, if not more, so yeah. Probably won't ever happen. Oh, a mummy. I haven't seen a mummy. What does it look like? I don't know how much experience you get. But I can't think of anything else. Like, is there any other really expensive RPGs? Whoa, that's a lot of experience. Medallion of Power. Hush 4. Can't kill more mummies. Summoner's Talk. Ooh. I can put that on for the moment, perhaps. Holy +2. I don't need the holy right now. Talk of Time. Don't remember getting that. Speed and double attack. Oh, that's cool. Finding lots of groovy little items around here. You can have that, and you can have the Talk of Time, maybe. Double attack up. Yeah. Yeah, fortunately, RPGs don't end up being that expensive, do they? The only one I can think of is Community Pom, and that just depends which version of it you want to buy. Like, if you buy the first print version, it's actually affordable. If you want to buy the second print version, it's insanely expensive. I don't get it. I don't get why. What's the difference? It's literally just a cover. I guess the cover's nicer. Less print runs of it. I'm not bothered. I prefer the original. Because I think the reprint of Community Pom is like, I mean, I've seen listings for it like 70,000 yen, which is like what, over 10 times the price of the other version. I don't think I could ever pay that much for a single game. Unless it was like Suikoden, the long lost sequel that I didn't know existed. How do I get out? Speaking of random stuff, I wish I didn't know about it now almost, because it's something that I looked up the price and yeah, it's never happening, but I didn't realise apparently there's a sort of extra King's Quest, not King's Quest, King's Field. There was a trial version of King's Field 3 that came out, and it's I'm just looking for a box of tissues now. King's Field, what was it called? I don't remember now. But it's sort of like a demo, but it's technically its own story, and it's like I think it's an interquel between 2 and 3. But it was released, it was only given away at like game shows or something as a taster, like teaser. I guess it would be like the equivalent of how you've got Resident Evil 7 and you've got, they had that playable demo that came out first, but it's actually a prequel to the game. But it's I looked up today and I mean, well, there are no listings for it on Mercari, and there's not even any previous listings of it ever being listed, which is, I think Mercari can go back to about a year. But there's no listings at all, and then you can look it up on like some, I don't know, like Yahoo Auctions or something. Yeah, it's crazy expensive. I was immediately just like, nope. It's weird though, because you think there'd be like at least listings. I guess it's truly rare, justifiably. But you can get, because it's been fan translated, that's one of the interesting things about it. So it does exist like out there. I want to go back to the main town, which is I need to remember where this is. I have no idea where the town is. Where did I start the game? This map is useless. Oh, there's the oh, that's the forest. That's where I started. No. I want to just uncover this black blob. It looks like there's nothing there though. Oh, we've got that one. There's really just, the map is empty. All that southeast area is nothing. I guess I'll just try and head back to the first town, go in the cavern, do that quest, talk to that fisherman. If I can even find him. It is weird how RPGs just don't ever seem to get that expensive in Japan. They do obviously in English, they're some of the most expensive games to get. Because even on the Saturn I think there's only really 2 RPGs that are expensive. Linda Cubed, then the other one is that Puyo Puyo one. Is it Mado? Can't remember now. I'm not surprised what an RPG in Japan is. Yeah, they're usually the crap niche ones that are expensive. Well, not necessarily crap, but like nobody's ever heard of them, and there weren't many copies made. Oh, there's the cat. Minion of Lahara, I am death. Yeah, we've already talked to you though. She's got something new to say. Nope. I'm just gonna exit. Massive ones on the the Super Nintendo. There's a lot, but again, it's the same. It's the same ones though. It's the ones that that aren't famous and aren't popular that are expensive. You know. It's really the niche stuff like Ancient Magic Bazoo, that's expensive. Lenus 2, that's expensive. A lot of the expensive ones are actually the Japanese only ones too. What else is it? Stuff like, I don't know. Chrono Trigger, yeah, they're everywhere. I'm always seeing Chrono Trigger. I'd say I see Chrono Trigger the most. I don't see Final Fantasy 6 quite as much. I think I always see Chrono Trigger everywhere. Every shop has Chrono Trigger that has anything Super Nintendo. Like even just like hard offs, they'll have Chrono Trigger in there somewhere, and Super Mario RPG. Can't literally like can't move around Japan without knocking over stacks of Chrono Trigger. I haven't seen a lot of Final Fantasy though, I guess. In shops. See loads of Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana's another one. Like every book off has got Secret of Mana somewhere. Mario RPG is common. Yeah, it's pretty common. I sent Chrono Trigger as a joke a photo once of Chrono Trigger, Chrono Gear, because he likes that game. I sent him a photo of one of the stores in my city, and they had like about on this shelf. It's a retro store though. It's not a book off, but they had like 7 copies, 8 copies just sitting there. Mario RPG is really cheap. If you like it, get it. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't. I saw a copy of it today. I can't remember the condition of it, but it was like 1,500 yen in box. I didn't look at the box. It might have been a bit tatty. But I just had a glance. It was 1,500-ish. It wasn't expensive. Well, it was near this N64 that I was looking at. But I'm done. I have no money left at all. But it's only 5 days till payday. I think I actually saw Final Fantasy 5 more than 6. I think it's also just importing. I mean, you have to imagine how many copies of Final Fantasy, the Japanese Final Fantasy 6 and some other Final Fantasies must have left Japan now, and literally just to sit on somebody's shelf because they really like Final Fantasy, but they're not going to play it, but they just want it, you know what I mean? And because they're so cheap, they're so incredibly cheap. It's the same with Chrono Trigger. There must be tons of Japanese Chrono Triggers just sitting on people's shelves that don't actually speak Japanese, but just they're a huge fan of Chrono Trigger, and they wanted the Japanese version to look at the manual or whatever, and it cost like $8. You know, these days Chrono Trigger costs you about $15. I think it's not expensive. I mean, one day it'll be expensive. I think once they've all gone. Right, we're back here, and I need to go in the cavern. I'm gonna trot on through. I should save. Same as Final Fantasy 7. You like all the book offs and stuff. You're drowning in Final Fantasy 7s and 8s and 9s. Absolutely, just everywhere. I think some of that though. Oh, hello there. Might be because you know you can get Final Fantasy 7 in so many different ways now. Same with Chrono Trigger. People, unless you're like really niche into it, how many people want an actual copy of Final Fantasy 7 when they can play it on PlayStation 4 or PSN or PC or whatever? The story of the Jade Temple begins with the first Emperor of Arenia. He won the Battle of 9 Sparrows with the help of the Dragon of Jade. Battle of 9 Sparrows. The Emperor's victory unified Arenia under a single crown and ended the chaos of 10,000 years. In the dragon's honor, the Emperor built the Jade Temple and founded our order. In the Jade Temple, there is a ring in the dragon's eye. Since the death of the first Emperor, no one has mastered the ring. Perhaps the mark on your hand means that you will summon the Jade Dragon once again. Farewell. Glad he walks around town with that info. 6 is a gorgeous cover, yeah. It's the Japanese one got the cityscape picture. So I went to an art gallery viewing of what's his name? Oh, who are all these people? Yoshitaka Amano. Oh, is she alive? No, it's Fang Ying. I thought it might have been our favourite girl, but she's not. She looks like her though. I have a favour to ask of you. One hand. Excuse me. Favour. I'm not one hand anymore. My family are descendants of the people of Langshang, a village that once stood on the River of the Swords. Langshang? Long ago that village was attacked by an evil spirit that rose up from the river. A dragon saved the people. The blood... You know, I wish I'd met all these people before I just went there. Why weren't they here? The blood of the spirit grew into the forest of Langshang. The forest is a dark and savage place. A dragon saved the people. The villagers built a shrine to the dragon that saved them, but they had to leave Langshang. My family came to Wolong and here we settled. We have a tradition in our family. When one of us passes away, then something dear to that person must be brought to Langshang, for that is our true home. My sons Dao Ming and Yi Chao are dead. I am the only one left to fulfill the tradition, but I'm an old woman. I cannot make the journey to Langshang. Yi Chao? My son Yi Chao died from the battle to free Wolong from the army of General Pijiang. These names. This locket belonged to him. It holds a lock of hair, a gift from his wife, Kui Lang, whatever. Last autumn she drowned in a storm on the Lake of Sorrows. I will make the journey for you. I do not deserve much kindness. In Langshang you will find a graveyard. Bring Yi Chao's coin and Dao Ming's locket, and place them on the stones. That is what must be done. Do I need to do this? I'm just going to talk to this chap first as well. Likai the soldier. The attack on the stronghold of Lord Shanghai was a feint. A trick to lure Aoki from... Hang on. The Emperor knew the One Hand would come to this village. The attack on the stronghold of Lord Shanghai was a feint. Who was that? I don't even remember. Are you Chendai's brother? Yes, I am. Have you seen him? Is he still alive? He's still alive. Is he? I don't remember who he is. The gods be praised. When I heard Imperial soldiers had captured our village, I feared the worst. Do you have the earring? He gave... Oh my god, it's that bloody earring. We're looking for that for forever. Why do you want it? I am sorry, but it's a gift from my brother. I'd rather not part with it. I need it for my prophecy. In that case, I would be honoured if you... That was easy. You have a long and dangerous journey ahead of you. May the earring bring you as much luck as it has given me. Got Durgan's earring and 4,000 experience. Finally, that quest is done. Whoops. Why is his text box like disappearing into... I'm not allowed to read his text box, apparently. Whatever. It instantly closes. With 7, you have the whole thing of its most common. The PS1 version is the pre-international one. Yeah, nobody wants it. The international extras. Said no to many cheap copies of Vanilla 7 for that reason. Just imagine these like copies of Final Fantasy 7 like being like, hey Barley, and just like, no thank you. No thank you. These cheap Final Fantasy 7s. My Diamond Weapon battle and Zack's flashbacks. Exactly. I don't really care about... Well, Diamond Weapon's kind of cool, but the Zack flashbacks is kind of like... crucial, don't you think? Come back when you've got Emerald Weapon in your ocean, baby. that bloody Emerald Weapon freaked me out that first time. I'm sure everybody's got the same story, but it was creepy. I remember touching it the first time and being dead in 5 seconds and like, whoops. Same with the Ruby Weapon. Remember that? Oh, what's that? Uh-oh. I see your armour is old and worn. It dents and scratches. Tell a harrowing tale. But wouldn't you desire a new suit of... Oh, we've finally got a shop? I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed to go shopping. It's so boring and inefficient. I don't know whether any of this is an upgrade, and I really can't be arsed to find out. Collar of Health, what does that do? 30 health. Swordsman's Talk. I hate this crap. Breastplate, 45. See, what I don't understand, why would 45 be better than have it, because it's only one piece of armour. 40 and 15, isn't that 55? So it's not an upgrade? Because you can't wear 2 things with the other thing. What gloves have we got? 10 iron gauntlets. I should probably get those. Iron gauntlets. The ocean doesn't make you shit yourself. Iron gauntlets was 10. Chainmail gauntlets are 15. And they're 15. Heavy arms. We'll buy some of those. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't read the other one. Oh no, there's more. Oh no. 17. Crap. What is with the... Oh my god, this game. There's no logic. This is protection 17, but it only requires heavy arms 1. This is protection 15, but requires heavy arms 5. But is this not better? I want my money back. I did not mean to do that. That's 10 and has no equipment things. Bruce Springsteel. Ah, Springsteel boots. You know, I don't want to be rude, but I'm gonna be rude. You know, I buffered myself, but don't you hate Western RPGs and it's always equipment admin. It's always so hard to know if something's an improvement or not an improvement, and there's loads of side grades instead of upgrades. And I just get so... Oh. Like, there's too much clutter. What is all this shite? Like, I'm not even using half of it. I don't think I've ever put some of this stuff on, because it was not apparently better. What is Millifus Might? I got those. Who's wearing those? Rosalind, they're 8 defense. But I feel like... But she's already wearing those. Speed is 0. Should she not be? Would she be faster? Speed's the same. Is this better? It's good about, I think. Equipment feels more unique. Yeah. I don't... This game in particular, I really don't understand what half of the stuff is. Sell and just go away. It's worse than Skyrim for stress. Springsteel boots, they're 15. Boots of stealth. Warriors Sabatons. See, they're 15. Just no, I need to sell stuff. It's irritating me. Sell. Shadow gauntlets. See, they're only protection 8. Nope, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Steel gauntlets. I've already got some. When did I buy those? So I don't even know when to pick some of this stuff up, because it's just, I mean, I've got all these quilted robes and quilted holy robes. Studded leather, don't need that. Shadow Haramaki, I'm sure that was not better either, because it's only... I guess it makes her faster, but... Yeah, Mass Effect's awful too. Constantly picking up shite, and most of it's inferior. It's very hard, it's just... I don't find it fun, it slows down the game. I don't want to take like a 30-minute break to do item inventory management. I don't mind when it's easy to see. Like, I think Dragon Age Inquisition was a bit of a pain too. The crafting system on Dragon Age Inquisition, I think I ended up just giving up and not bothering. And the sequels, yeah. I think they changed a couple of things in the sequels. Change mail tunics. No, I'm just gonna sell it. It's so hard for me to see if something's better or not, though. I don't know. Robe of Restoration. Why am I not wearing this? Did it turn out to be worse? Maybe there's a Wikipedia somewhere that actually explains that this is all wrong. Oh, protection 6. So she's wearing terrible equipment. So I guess that's better. Oh, she looks good too. Okay. Pared down RPG elements for better or for worse. Yeah. What I played of it, it did seem a little more simple, more action orientated. Bogado. Just go away. Adamant. I don't think that's better either. This is what I don't understand. Because it says it's protection 40, but it will take up my upper body and lower body slots. So surely just wearing 2 pieces is better, because the pieces that we're wearing are like 35 and 10. But I don't actually know, because I keep finding this stuff, but I'm still wearing the older stuff. Let's sell some of these. Talk of bashing. I've got loads of these. What does this even do? Speed 2. I've got better things than that. Barbarians talk, but they don't stick up. Sneak 2. I don't think I need that either. What is this? I think I want to equip those. Boots of stealth, warriors. Let's just see what we've got then, and do I need to keep it? Armor. Warriors. Hang on. Steel gauntlets. Is that not what I just bought by mistake? So you can wear that. See, I've just wasted money because I already had some. I didn't realise. Resist piercing. No, I just want the pure defense stats. So she's got these. Oh, she's already got boots of stealth on. Sell the others then. Warriors Sabaton is 15 protection. I think he's already wearing them. He is. Oh my god. I picked up more. Sell, 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 sell. I'm gonna sell, sell. Okay, that's the inventory cleared out. Right, so the best thing that you have is this. I think I want another. Joseph Jacquard Fleece. I think Fleece can wear them. What's Fleece got on? So it's crap. They have to exit and enter. It's not a visible window. Yeah, it's just RPG 101. You're thinking, you know, the year 2000, they'd have figured it out. Like, who wants to close windows and open windows all the time? For me, some RPGs, it's literally almost no deal if you can't get your user interface to do this sort of simple task. Because, I mean, we moan at Super Nintendo games when they don't do it, and some of them do, you know, but not all of them, but some of them don't, and that's a moan. But PlayStation 2, come on. Protection 10. Appraise 1. So she can have those, it's an upgrade. Little head graphics on there, character names too. Yeah, not even that, just let me compare. Just let me just see side by side would be fine. You don't even need to do a fancy interface, but... I mean, I don't even know if I've got the stats to equip the stuff. I have to check that too. Heavy arms. Right, Fleece can have that. Right, what else have we got? I mean, also, the seller, right? The Wolong merchant. Does he need to be selling these leather breeches? Am I really going to be rocking them? It's just, what's the word? Eye stress. Chainmail leggings. We've got some of those. Haramaki. 35. See, these are the one-piece items, but I don't understand how they outclass just having two separate pieces. Breastplate is 45, which is just the same. I'm tempted to buy one, though. I'm tempted to buy one. But why does it... 45 protection, speed... Oh, maybe... I don't know. Maybe it's faster than wearing two pieces? Speed is 1. 15 protection. No. I don't get it. I think we're good. We're good. I'm bored. Not stopping them would be... Oh dear. Walked into that one. What's this? Thieves' gauntlets. I don't need a praise, but I'm going to keep the item. See, now I've got to do it again, but this time with weapons. Oh, maybe he's not a weapon seller. General Pigeon soldier destroyed my statue of Gaudi II. He was emperor before Murad seized the throne. Ever since his death, happiness has been a stranger in our land. The imperial soldiers demolished all my work. Demolished? Well, not entirely. I found his torso. If you can find his arms, head and legs, perhaps I can piece the statue together. Bring back all the pieces you find. I'll reward you well. These quests, at this point in the game though, feel a bit fillery, because, I don't know, I don't feel like there's much game left. Yay, the scout. Now that you've been healed, one hand, fulfill the prophecy. We'll reclaim the temple that gives our order its name. We played Castlevania 2. Have you? I have actually played that one. I played the Famicom disc version, of all things. Aww. How sad. You think they'd start cleaning the bodies up, right? I've literally been to the haunted forest and got another ring, and they've just left the bodies still are just here. The only bit didn't finish. I did. I saved Scums though. Is she there? She's alive? Talk to Gulan's alive. I thought she was dead. Hail, one hand. Do you remember me? Of course. I am Gulan. I gave you my knife for your ritual of healing. I am honoured to have served your prophecy. She's no longer Gulan the Mourner though. She's just Gulan now. I guess she's made peace with everything. Tell me about Minhee and Peishi. They are prisoners of the Jade Temple. They will be brought before the new Empress and she will judge them. What will you do now? I'm a hunter. I have my spear. I will... Oh, she's really like going places now. I will march with the Jade Temple and fight. We will free my daughter and the slaves of LA. Good for you. I like to play through 1 to 3 properly. I have the collection on Switch. I was eyeing up that collection at one point, but I'd kind of played them too recently. I would like to stream the original Castlevania, and because I've never played it without cheating, and I'd like to give it a go. And I think sometimes streaming's a fun way to do that because it's an incentive to keep trying, you know. It's a lot more like I was playing Shadow Dancer the other day. It was a lot more motivating to do it on Twitch than it would be by myself. I'd probably just get annoyed and make a cheeky save state, you know. I'd be this angry villager. Pijian was a butcher, nothing but a common butcher. Not content with cows and pigs, he turned against his own people. I wouldn't have bought it, but I think it was £4 or something. Yeah, I keep seeing it in the sale, but I'm just like, no, you don't need it. You don't need it. Not right now. It's not going anywhere. To have peace. Oh, she's a look. Have peace in Arenia. I'd give every coin I ever earned from selling swords and axes. Shall I show you my wares? Hope it's not makeup. Foe cleaver. 80 damage, but he can't have a shield. But it looks pretty fantastic. Warhammer. But the heavy... What? This makes no sense. This does 80 damage. I have issues. I have issues with this game. This requires you have Heavy Arms 9 and Axe 9, and it does 80 damage, and it costs 100,000 gold. But this costs 10,000 gold and does 85 damage and requires less stats. This makes no sense. Why would I buy that? I'm confused. Assassin's Crossbow. Effect death. I was wanting that at one point. Heavy crossbows 200. 70 versus 30. That is a lot. I can only afford one though, I think. 70. This is an axe. May cast curse. That's really cool because curse is a great skill. Nodachi's what Summoner Boy's already rocking, yeah. Parrying dagger. I'm tempted to get this for what's his face? Because curse is really great, but I don't know what the difference between 70 and 85 is in terms of this game. Would I want a flanged mace? Heavy crossbow. I could give that fleece. Could buy that. I'm gonna regret it, but whatever. We can sell stuff though. I've got lots of crap. Sell, 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 sell. Willem Dafoe is quaking in his boots. Power lead, sell. I don't know. Sell. You bow. Bow of piercing. No. It's very slow though, isn't it? Iron wood staff, got loads of those. Like, why can't... Why, another thing, right, that RPGs have been doing for years before the Summoner is a sell all. Sell more than one. The menu is also a little bit laggy. It lags like between the up and down sometimes, can you see? It's loading the bloody picture. It's irritating. Sword of Spirits is gone. Razor sword, short sword is gone, gone. Ever sharp. Ever gone. Claymore. Nope. Clay less. Heavy crossbow, we'll keep that. I've got some monies now. I think I might get that spear. I can't decide whether to get the damage or the potential to keep casting curse as he attacks. And curse increases damage for everybody. These are the choices. I mean, the foe cleaver just looks aesthetically pleasing, does it not? It's not even faster than the other one though, is it? 83 versus... Oh, it is. It's a little bit faster, I guess. I guess that's the difference. You're paying for a bit of a faster axe. If I'm Can he even equip it though? I don't know if I've got the stats. No, he's not even got the stats for it. God's sake. Has he got the stats for the other thing? No, he hasn't. Bloody hell. What is he missing? Requires staff. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wait, what? Nagina. Oh, Nagitana and Nagina. What the hell? So we can equip that. 65. Foe Splitter is much faster though. They seem very slow. How close is he to Axe and Heavy Arms 9? I don't know what stats he's got. Where is it? Oh, he's almost there. One more level up and he can equip it. Shall I just go for it? Is he about to level up? No. I'm gonna buy it and then that'll be my next level up, I think. It just looks so good, don't you think? 80. But wait, no, the other one does more damage. Oh, I'm over it. No, I'm not getting it. Get that. Whatever. Right, put this on. Moving on. Go. You can't have the shield though. Right, what else did we buy? Fleece can have the crossbow. Or can she could have the crossbow. Oh, she can't. Why can't she have it on? Heavy Arms 3, crap. She can though. There we go. Done. And what did that? All that shopping took what? 20 minutes? Fun. Nandy? Reminds me of Final Fantasy 14. There's a boss in that called Nandy. Miss Nandy. Greetings, One Hand. I am Nandy the Gatherer. I wish to make you a gift. What is it? Oh. Just dogs running through my cutscene. What is this gift? A potion only Nandy knows how to make, but you must find the ingredients for me. I will need the leaves of the plant they call the sparrow's egg. You will find it in the wilds outside of Wolong, where Murad's soldiers patrol. I feel like when I finish my business here, I should have been able to pick up all these quests, not had to exit the village and come back again, because I probably could have been doing this while I was on my way to the last dungeon. Rather irritating. I've already done that. Very proud of it. It must be brought to Lao Shang. Li Chao, my son Li Chao, died in the battle to free Wulong from the army of General Pijian. The locket belonged to him. Oh, your text box just closed itself. The game's kind of bugging out a bit. Let's just see if there's anybody else to talk to then. Any more quests? Oh, I need to find the guy that tells jokes. I don't think it's these three, is it? I don't want to be Jack R, he's ugly. We've returned to our fields with much sadness, and yet we must endure. We who lived in this valley are children of grief. In dragons' tears have given us life. Thanks for the sharing. Have you played all of the Castlevanias? Open question. I mean, not all of them ever, but most of them. I was playing through them all in order at one point, up to the 3D games, because they were all quite easy to get hold of. And I played, I saved scum through 1, 2, 3. And I think because I save scummed, I think that's why I didn't rate 3 that highly. I think if I tried to play it properly, I'd think it was a better game than I did. Forester. For every tree I must cut down, I plant another. The dragon desires balance in all things. A yew for a yew, and a cypress for a cypress. Or is it Cyprus? Cyprus is the country. Who are these lovers? Gatherer. We've been here, old one, hand by your tears that nourish the plants of our valley. Not your tears, sorry, by tears. We will await news of Murad's fall and the victory of the summoner. Fulfill the prophecy, one hand, so that our people did not die in vain. Let our mourning give way to rejoicing and redeem this suffering land. Whatever. None of the original Game Boy games. Oh, I did the first Game Boy one. I did, and then I was halfway through the second one. I didn't finish it. I really wanted to play the third one, the one that people don't like. I thought it looked really cool with the female character. That was neat. I've done the Game Boy Advance games. I've done them all. I haven't played the DS ones because they're expensive. Do you know what though? I should just buy the DS ones in the future. Stop being a bloody snob about those DS games because I spent more on Cotton 2. And to be honest, I might sell Cotton 2. I don't even think it's that great. And you know what I would think is great? Castlevania, like Dawn of Sorrow or something. But I think they're gonna do a collection, don't you? I kind of don't want to buy them because I think that surely they're gonna do a collection soon of all 3 of them. It seems they've done the others, and if they do, I'll just do that because I don't like playing on handheld anyway. See, I played the Game Boy Advance ones because they put them on the Wii U Virtual Console. Touchscreen mechanics, I'm sure they can find a way to adapt. I would hope so. I wonder how touchscreen heavy they are. It's the main problem with the DS is when it's dual screen. That's when it's irritating. Stuff like Sonic Rush is just doomed, I think. Played a bit of the Wii remake. I streamed that. Weren't you here? Yeah, I did stream it. I'm always banging on about the music in it. Is that everybody? A little bit of Dawn. 12 glyphs to beat bosses when they... Oh god. Well, can you not... They could... Hopefully they could just put that mechanic in the bin and they just die instead, you know? It doesn't sound that gripping. Well, that's sometimes, I think, the thing with the DS. Some of it, when it was used well, it was really good, but sometimes it just felt so like, oh, for God's sake, I guess we need to do something with the touchscreen. Whereas the Wii U was the opposite. I felt like the Wii U was like, come on, I've got this entire gamepad, let's go. I never got into those Zelda games on the DS because I didn't think it looked very fun to play Zelda with a stylus. Angie, painter's bony hands cover his ashen face. What horrors have happened here in a place of such beauty, he cries. Yeah, I'll just change it to button motion. I mean, they managed to make... Well, I guess Okami was actually made for the PlayStation originally. Take a direction you can push, could be fun. Yeah, just make a little mini game. In our labours, we never forgot our grief. Tungsten and tin, iron and marble, these weigh not so heavily as the suffering in our hearts. There will be no joy until Murad is dead. I don't have work on Thursday. Don't know why that popped into my head right now. But it did, and I don't. So that's exciting. I have a day off. I guess on Thursday I could go and look at furniture, now that I think about it. Because I want to get comfortable. I want to stream Boundary Gate or something, but I feel like I need to have better posture. This is not bad because it's all English. I'm literally just lying back in my chair and just like whatever. I am a doomed man. Death will come for me if I do not go to Langshang. Yet I fear the forest more than I fear death. Such is my fate. Long you. Why are you doomed? Because I must go to Langshang and get my hat. From the spirits that haunt the forest. Get your hat. I am a magician of sorts, a practitioner of simple wizardry. My gifts are few, but in times of need they have proven useful. You're a sorcerer? No, not a sorcerer. Nothing so grand. When General Pijiang captured Wolong, I was among the villagers who ran into the hills. Good for you. You ran into the hills? There were only a few of us. I wait before dawn. We had no time to warn the others. The soldiers pursued, and so I summoned the spirits of the forest. I asked for their help, and so they turned us into trees. Pigeon soldiers could not find us. Though they searched high and low, we were saved, but at a price. The spirits asked for only one thing, my hat. I gave it them, but now I must go to Langshang to get it back. If I do not, then I will die. Why will you die? Those who bargain with the spirits must pay the price they ask. What? Where is Langshang? A place of the shadow. I've already been. Haunted by devils of the forest. I would rather die 1,000 deaths than go to Langshang. Go north and east from Wolong. Could we get the hat for you? I think that's what he's insinuating. I dare not ask that of you, Summoner. You're the child of prophecy, but I am no great hero. But if you should return with my hat, perhaps I would be saved. No pressure. I could never ask, but I will die if you don't. Played a little bit of Spirit Tracks on DS. My brother brought it. I thought the touch control was surprisingly good, a lot of fun. It was English, and I had diversions gaming in English at the time. Boo, hiss. I liked Zelda in Japanese, actually. Zelda was sort of my gateway into stop being lazy. I think tape for grammar how easy it is to me to make it comfortably. I remember when I was having to look up more words, this whole thing where to get set up, the right hardware and notebooks and stuff. Mine is also, to be honest, I could get away with a lot more than I do. I'm just pedantic. Is that the right word? That's not. Pedantic is a word that I always use wrong. No, pedantic. I'm just pedantic. It bugs the shit out of me if I don't. Even if I get the gist of the paragraph and I don't know what that word is, it annoys me. And it's very hard to let go of that sometimes. But also, I figure if I do, it's also a bit of trying to self-discipline myself, because I figure if I don't look it up, I'm never going to learn anything. Like, what's the point getting the gist, you know? I do that when I read, though, like books. I don't always look everything up, because you'll never get anywhere. It depends what it is, like, depends how much I care. Because like I said, when I played White Witch the first time, The Legend of Heroes, I didn't really care too much then. That game sort of got me out of the habit of looking everything up, but I've sort of gone the other way now. I think it's because sometimes I think the more you know, the more you want to look at what you don't know, because it sticks out a lot more. Whereas I think before it would be a bit more like, well, I get the gist. I'll be here all day if I look up every single word in this paragraph. Fiddlick's Awakening made in Korea. See, Ocarina of Time's really nice. Most of the four riders, evil spirits of warriors who serve Laharan the second are Renegade. Oh, that's who they are. So I played, oops. I played Twilight Princess. Oh, I haven't done you either. Potions and jewellery I have for sale until our loved ones are free. Our hearts will be heavy, the dead will never return, nothing to be done but carry on. Right, I definitely need to get some more revive things, but I wish you had resurrection ones that like heal all your health. I should probably buy some of these things though. They're pretty... Yeah, I'm just gonna buy them. I got the money. I need to make sure I've got loads of these. But all Korean and Japanese when you replay. Not making this mistake again. I need healing potions as well. So I'm gonna have to blow my nose, excuse me a minute. Yeah, Twilight Princess was the first one one of the early games that I played, I think, in Japanese. Because I had no choice. I was still sort of like, you know, buying games on import. Like I remember I would buy, that's why I've got Rings of Fate, I think Edge of Eternity, whatever it is. Enchanted Arms and stuff in English. When I went back at home for Christmas, I'd try and pick some stuff up. I was more interested in like stuff that was Japan only. I would try and play in Japanese, but if it had English, I wouldn't bother. Not the weight of expectation. I love Twilight Princess. I didn't play it immediately at the time, but to be honest, I was actually disappointed with Wind Waker, so I thought Twilight Princess was a return to what I wanted. I thought it was just nice. I don't think it's as good as Ocarina of Time, but so what, you know? It's like Fantasy 8 versus 7 or something to me, really, or 9 versus 7. Still great. This heals a lot. Right, I need loads of these. Wind Waker. How much did you play a Wind Waker though? I think it's just... I don't... Not everybody shares this opinion though. I know that there's lots of people that love Wind Waker, but I just think there was just too much sailing. And the final... The endgame shit, yeah. It's really shit. It ends too fast. I think it was actually rather short compared to most Zelda games. A lot of the Zelda games are pretty meaty, I think, because obviously they usually do the dual world thing, you know? Like, you usually get to you get the 3 medallions or whatever, and then it's like, oh, wait, there's like all this to do. But like Wind Waker was kind of like, no, this is the end, we're done. I think there was like, I don't remember how many things you had to collect. I don't know what the moderate. But yeah, towards the end, like I won't like try not to ruin everything, but you have to get the pieces of the Triforce or whatever, shock horror, and I thought this is the end game sort of stuff, but you have to go on a quest to get the pieces of the Triforce or whatever it is, and I thought like, oh, so it's going to be 7 dungeons to do that have pieces of Triforce. Oh goody, like this, the game's only really just beginning. But then it was just like, no, you just need to sail around and find specific spots on the world map and fish. Oh great. That's fun. So Bashley speeds up the recovery of damage. We'll get some of those. Whereas Twilight Princess was a very long game, really meaty, and it wasn't necessarily padding, it was just good times. I think, and then Skyward Sword was similar. Skyward Sword was long as well. Invisibility. I guess that'd be fun. I'll get some. Why not? I feel like I won't be able to do potion shopping for a while. Islands and sailing. Yeah, like, sometimes it was good, but there weren't enough towns and things, and it's better than Suikoden 5, though. It's a Driven's Brew. Oh, I don't know how much I care anymore. No, whatever. Don't get me wrong though, I don't think Wind Waker is by any means a bad game at all. I didn't jam with it as much as I did with Ocarina, and then I thought that Twilight Princess it felt like, I can't remember if you played all the Suikodens, but like Twilight Princess felt like Suikoden 5, like it was just going back to what Zelda was all about, whereas Wind Waker was being a bit more experimental. Twilight Princess was a bit safe. I think that's why it got booed. It was a very safe game. It had the wolf crap as well, which people didn't like, but on the whole it was generally just Zelda by numbers. But that pleases me. That pleases me greatly. And also it was very mature. It was dark and kind of mature-ish, and I enjoyed that too. Whereas Wind Waker aesthetically was yeah. A lot of it was style and taste. Second favourite after 2, which is spicy. No, I can see why. I like 1, but I think there's almost no point like with some things like 1, because there's no 2 without 1, you know? There's no 5 without 1. 1 is just sort of immune almost. I mean, you might argue, I bet Baldur's Gate, you know, I don't know, is 2 better, but there'd be no 2 without 1. I mean, actually no, I don't think I do. I was going to say the same with Tomb Raider, but actually I do think Tomb Raider 1 is a better game. Now that I've revisited them mostly, I used to think that Tomb Raider 2 was better than Tomb Raider 1, but I don't think I do anymore. I think 1 is the best. Definitely better there, but 1 has nostalgia. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. I just want to check for any quests before I trot on. Tempted to go make another coffee. I've done nothing in this game tonight except busy work. I was wondering if I'd take on that dungeon, but I think I won't. For 20 years, the Society of the Jade Temple has thought the usurper. In every village of the Empire, our soldiers wait for the coming of the summoner. Oh, I saw this yesterday. I forgot to tell you, because I thought you might be interested, but doesn't it look like that says anime Daigaku? I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it does. It definitely says university at the bottom, but I think I can't read the font at the top very well. Similar to kind of 1 and 2 that you need to play them both to get the full experience more so. See, that's the other thing too. People say you don't need to play 2 without playing 1, but I mean you don't, but you're missing so much. 1 makes 2 such a better game. And not even just for this file transfer stuff, but you don't know who Victor and Flick are if you don't play 1. You don't know why they're the way that they are. You don't know who they are. You don't know who else is. There's a lot of people from 1 and 2. It's a very good point of why 2 is so good. But going back to what you actually said, though, I think Suikoden 5 is amazing. I think it's just... it's hard to compare. It's like trying to say... I don't know. It's like trying to compare Final Fantasy 7 with Final Fantasy 6 or something like that. You know, it's just... I think it's a bit unfair. I prefer 1 and 2 because I played them first, but I think 5 is an absolutely outstanding game. Oh yeah, it's an amazing game. It's not... I think what's really good about Suikoden 5 too, with other RPGs, because sometimes RPGs really hang on the story, but Suikoden 5 is also just really fun. It's a really good game. Not just a good story, it's a good game. And it's massive. It's one of the longest games, one of the biggest RPGs I can think of that isn't just full of padding. It is. If you ever want to like talk about games being full of content, Suikoden 5 just goes on and on and on and on and on. It was literally the grandeur of the PS2 for me. I think I clocked like well over 80 hours on Suikoden 5 when I played it. Trying to get all the characters and the story and stuff. I mean, some of those hours were probably like me in the bath and leaving it idle, but it definitely took a long time. It's about as long as these stairs. About the early pacing, I loved it. Oh, I loved it all. It was all world building. It made everything that came later mean more. People moaned about that with I never see that as a complaint. I mean, it is a bit grumpy the next time round, but games aren't necessarily, especially RPGs, they're not made for you for the second time round. They're made for the first time round. People moaned about that with Twilight Princess. They said that, I mean, it is true a little bit, but the opening in the village, it takes a long time before you actually get to the game in Twilight Princess. There's a lot of like sort of tutorial, and being a villager, a village boy, and I don't know though. It reminded me, you know, like Xenogears takes a while to get going at the beginning too. I don't know. It's building the world up a bit. Wild Arms takes a while to get going, depending on which prologue you play. Right. Where have I? Oh, I think I've only got to throw. Is it just this little black cavern there? That'll do. First time experience, chance to do replay it before. See. When you play, what's it called? The next Legend of Heroes game, Tear of Vermilion. Tear of Vermilion is exactly like that. It's like about 2 hours of nothing, but I really enjoyed it. I found it really whimsical. You know how Suikoden's got that childhood vibe about the heroes? Well, instead of just like telling you in a 5-second flashback or something, like Tear of Vermilion is you playing it. So it makes you feel very attached. Jade Temple Ghost. This summoner is the Dragon's Mouth. In the days before the festival, the villagers of Wulong made human sacrifice here. Now people come here to make peaceful offerings. The villagers believed it would appease the dragon. For a long time they did not understand that the dragon was sad. Oh, I love this music. I forgot this music plays here. Not angry. He needed music and laughter to cheer him. Open the box or throw it into the pit. Oh god. I don't know. I didn't know we could open the box. I want to open the box. But I want to save. I've been told to throw it into the pit. But what's the difference? White Witch just can't run so well. Yeah, White Witch takes ages to get. I mean, truly, you could argue that White Witch doesn't get going for ages and ages. I think it's about halfway through the game where it actually gets a bit actiony. The box is empty. Oh! Throw the box into the pit. You watch as the box vanishes silently into the darkness. And with this box goes the hopes of your friend. Oh no, is it because I opened it? I'm gonna reload though. It's because I opened it, isn't it? I was just wondering if something would happen, like Diablo popping out or whatever. It's Loki all the way through. Oh no, it does get a bit. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it does get a little bit popping later on. There's some stuff that's a bit exciting, I think. And the final third of the game has some stuff going on. It's a very, 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 very slow burn. Small crescendo at the end of every chapter, but usually not much more. I mean, the first bit of White Witch, I think it just has that sort of Saturday cartoon vibe about it, like, and episodic, going from place to place, but it does sort of... Excuse me? Why is it... Why is it loaded like Fleece's or Rosalind's like groaning on loop? Human sacrifice. Throw the box into the pit. You watch the box vanishes silently. Who gave you this box? The ghost asks, staring into the pit. Tell the story of Piabo. The ghost listens as you explain how you met Piabo in the forest of Langshang and how she told you of her childhood. Please stop. The girl named Piabo left Wolong many years ago. The ghost tells you 800 years. If the stories are true, oh my god, is she done? I don't even take in that story, I can't stop laughing. Have I updated the quest? Stop groaning. You threw it in, yeah. It was actually the pit that's moaning. The whole thing on the ship was 100% fun, one-off episode it was. It reminds me of like, who's coming? This game feels like it's just broken a bit. It reminds me of like the bit in Pokemon. I always loved the bit in Pokemon Red when you go on the cruise boat thing. And I remember the episode as well from the anime, but I really liked that bit on the boat. That was really cute. She stopped moaning, thank god, she stopped moaning. I wish I could fast leave. I really need to get on and play Suikoden 3 now. I would like to replay. I was thinking about it today at work actually. I quite fancy replaying 4. I have a soft spot for 4. I know people didn't really like it, but I liked it. It needed more going on in the world though. The ocean was way too empty. but I did enjoy the. I liked the graphics of 4. At the time, I thought it was a really pretty game. Had a lot of bad, yeah. I don't think Suikoden 4 was a bad game. It just made some really bad choices. Like, it played okay, but it was just the ocean map was too large and too empty, and the encounter rate was too high. That was my biggest complaint, to be honest, and also 4 party members instead of 6. But other than that, I liked the game on the whole. The sort of story was a little bit weaker than usual, and I think it lacked a strong villain. And the sort of I'm going to spoil it, but the sort of climax and the final boss was a joke. And that's my critique of 4. Everything else was fun. There were some really good moments in 4. I liked going to, is it Obel? Where the king is, the king of Obel. That place was really cool, and going in the ruins, that was fun. Walking through the forest on some island was cool. A lot of the locations were really nice, there just wasn't enough of them. I just wanted more from that game. I liked the boat, I thought it was a cool idea. I liked some of the characters. I hated Snow though. It was a right tip. Have it Japanese now. Yeah, I'd like to play it in Japanese. I wonder if I'd like some of the characters in a different way. Maybe the villains would come off a bit better. Did that game have voice acting? See, you know, that was another thing about Suikoden 5. The cutscenes were incredible. The animation and the English voice acting was really good, if I remember. Really good. There was some real whoa moments in that game. Jiming. You have brought joy to the village, One Hand. Now you will bring joy to the Empire. May the dragon watch over you and keep you from harm. Tell him about the dragon. I have seen him. 8 summers ago, I fished in Banyan Cove when a storm swept in from the east. The waves tossed my boat and I fell overboard. I tried to swim to shore, but the land was too far. My arms and legs felt like stone. But from the depths the dragon came. He carried me ashore. I have given you new life, said the dragon, but you must give me something in return. What did you give the dragon? I said to him, you are the most beautiful... Oh, it's the... We know this. We've talked to you. You gave your eyes away and that's why you're blind. But who's the person that tells jokes? I don't mean to be insensitive, but he's told me this story twice now. Ruidi, there we are. Ruidi the fisherman. How much misery can our village endure? Serves us right. I like the water. Serves us right living on the Lake of Sorrows. If I had a few more coins, I'd move to the lake to the Lake of Fun. You know, that's the joke that I had in my head pretty much as well. Like, well, if you will live next to the Lake of Sorrows. I need a joke or riddle. A joke or riddle, did you say? Yes, I have just the story for you. An anecdote you will find most entertaining, but I will need 1,000 gold before I speak a word of it. That's fine. I apologize for asking a fee from you, One Hand, but even the fisherman has to eat. I call this joke Pursued by Death. Pursued by Death? There once was a man named Arlang who found himself pursued by Lahara's minion, Death. Now the funny thing is, that minion always appeared to him in the guise of a cat. Go on. Arlang escaped from Death many times by telling the cat a joke or a riddle. As the cat puzzled over the riddle or laughed at the jokes, Arlang made a run for it. That's the joke. No, it gets even better. The funny thing was this: Arlang never realised that the cat was not actually deaf. No. The cat was nothing more than a talking cat. We often jump to conclusions when we meet talking cats. Can I have my gold back? Patience, I'm getting to the good part. Both Arlang and the cat are convinced that their predicament is precisely as they perceive it. Arlang thinks the cat is deaf, as does the cat. So, Arlang and the cat are so convinced of this that if Arlang fails to amuse or befuddle the cat with a new joke or riddle, Arlang will certainly die. Arlang will die? Now Arlang has consulted a sage, a master of enigmas and jests, and from this sage Arlang has learned enough to keep himself alive for a very long time. A sage? Alas, this sage, as clever as he may be, has nothing more to teach him. Nothing more? Nothing. That cat has heard every joke told in Wolang since the first emperor. No, if Arlang is to survive, he has but one hope. One hope? The One Hand, the Summoner, the Child of the Jade Temple's prophecy, the Scourge of Murad, the Bane of the Four Riders, the Slayer of General Pidgeam, the foreordained liberator of the slaves of LA. I get the point. Yes, well, I hope so. If you intend to save your friend Arlang, but you are in luck. I have been pondering Arlang's plight for some time now, and I think I may have the solution. Why does Arlang think the cat is death? Because it is a talking cat. And how will you save Arlang's life? You must keep the cat from talking. Keep the cat from talking? But how? You could cut out its tongue, but why do harm to the cat? It's not the cat's fault that Arlang is delusional. You could who wrote this shit? You could bind its mouth with twine, but cats are clever and such devices do not hold them long. Then what must we do? In the forest of Langxiang, here we go. There stands a tree, the one good tree in that evil woods. The bark of the tree has a flavour that is sweet and pleasing for cats. Tree bark? If you give the cat this bark, he will desire nothing more than to chew it. And as the bark is chewed, it turns soft and sticky. He will chew and chew for hours, giving Arlang more than enough time to make his escape. You must venture into the heart of Liangshang to the shrine of the forest. Ask the guardian for 2 pieces of bark from the tree. Give 1 piece to Arlang and the other to the cat. This is absolutely cuckoo. Maybe this is truly the greatest RPG on the PlayStation. Right, well I guess we've got to go back to the dungeon that we went to yesterday. I wonder if I could just run through the enemies. It's just for experience, but sometimes it's worth it for the story. We'd have missed out on that. That cat. I'm also curious what's over to the right of the world map. Oh or no? I reckon it's going to be no. I can't even go that way. I might just... What else it would be one of the best RPGs on the PS2? I still think, I know your feelings, I still think Shadow Heart's Covenant is really, really good. Pity about From the New World. Although I'd like to give that another try. I'd like to get, especially in Japanese, I think it might be a better time. It just felt a bit corny. I also need to get I need to get Suikoden Tactics. Rhapsodia. I never finished that one. I didn't like the idea of fish people as a plot. Like fish mutant people. Sort of turned me off very quickly. I think I only played it for about an hour. Or 2.
I have gained new...
Oh, Rosalind's leveling up. Fleece is missing with that crossbow. What can she level up then? just gonna give her that holy, I think. Oh, she's learning trip now. So I don't know whether I want her to have the bow. Maybe not right now. Increases chance of doing double damage, but see, there's a lack of info. Does that apply to magic? Probably not. And if it's not, then I'm not really bothered. Right, can we just exit quickly? Who's attacking Rosalind? The experience from these guys is just not really worth it. Miss, miss, miss. I feel like Shadow Hearts is probably some of my favourites on the PS2, really. Suikoden 5. What else did I don't know what else I played back then in English. Because I was never a big fan of Grandia 2, I have to say. Probably would have liked it more if I played it on the Dreamcast, but I didn't. I just thought it was a bit average by the time I got to it. Riding on a good... I thought it was an average game, riding on a really good battle system. But my brother's recently played through it and he really enjoyed it, so maybe I just need to give it another chance. It's been that long now. I think I was just very, very disappointed that it wasn't Grandia 1. It felt like a totally different vibe. It didn't feel like the same mood to me. I think if I was to appreciate it, but then again, sometimes, I don't know, maybe it shouldn't have the same name. Whoa, girl, are you okay? Why are you in the sky? Oh. Oh, he's fallen down now. Because I was going to say, I felt the same way about Alundra 2. But at least, I guess, Grandia 2 is a better game than Alundra 2. These archers don't miss as much as I do. Where is Rosalind? Oh, we're in trouble now. Why is nobody dying? Like, they're not doing any damage to him. I have too many people. Stop! Oh my god. There's too many people. I've ran around and got too many people on my ass. Somebody needs to go really quickly. It'd be nice if I didn't keep missing and still costs me AP. It would be swell. Oh, that's one gone. I really need to be more careful. Where is everybody? Okay, where is Rosalind? I don't even know. I can just hear her moaning. Where did we leave her? Oh, there she is. I just want to get out of here. Right. What's that place? That's where I've just been. Oh. Oh. Yeah, these aren't worth the experience. I'm just gonna beeline to the exit. There it is. Get out of the way. See how far this map will actually go. See, there's that area, all that down there that I think I never got to go to, and I don't think I ever will. Is it even possible to stand over there? I think the... oh god. If there's a big Gorgon there, may be worth the experience, but everybody else, not really. Just hit fleece, it's fine. 500, get lost. Right, where's the exit? It's literally the same map that I was just on. Oops. Oh no, this is an actual dead end. Oh, how irritating. Need that gold choker, but I do. How are you, Jamesy? I need the encounter. I need the encounters to bugger off while I just uncover the map. There's gonna be nothing. Probably just Google some on a map. But you have to do it and say you did, right? Why do I keep looking at the map? They don't have maps. No, is this the same map that I just did? It is, isn't it? Right, run, run, run. Out of the way. Oh no! Oh, poor Rosalind. She was so young. Get off me! I'm so close. Exit. Woo! Very warm and sunny here. Nice change. Ooh, jealous. Although it's been sunny here, to be fair, it's just cold. It's going cold again tomorrow. I'm sat with a blanket. Sort of want to poke down here. Just curious what what a weird, funny-looking world. It's quite literally just 2 continents, or two countries. Is there any more world? Oh, piss off. That's where they get longer. Who are we fighting now? These? No. Oh, I don't want to fight you. No. Don't make this worse than it needs to be. I can't believe it's almost March. Although I'm grateful. I've had enough. Unfortunately though, what happens after winter is it's hay fever time. I get terrible hay fever here. That's why I'm happiest in probably October. I think the end of September. September's still a bit hot though, but October, November, bliss. And then I don't like the other 10 months of the year. There's a little bit of a gap. There's like I think it's maybe late April, early May, like once the hay fever's sort of gone away, but it's not quite summer yet. That's nice. Where did you come from? Oh my god. How many people? Absolutely beating the crap out of Rosalind. She's gonna die. I'm just gonna leave her to die. This is quite rubbish. We just got ambushed quite badly. Pretty trash.
No!
Oh, you bastard. Hey, Hippie Tester, how are you? Oh! I haven't even picked a target. These archers, they don't seem to ever miss. I miss, though. Peeking at this the past 2 hours and working, I've got to say it seems attractive and old school wonky. It's wonky in a manageable way. I think you've summoned it up. Summoned it up? So, that was not a pun, I didn't mean it. I think you've summed it up. That's awful. I would never pun that badly. I would. I hope I'm well. I'm pretty good. I've had a nice day. Did a bit of shopping after work. I just want to get out of here. Oh, there we go. I should probably not set all these guards off though, because they really do just gank you. Oh, there they are. Can we summon somebody? Because this is no, we can't. Crap. Yeah, it's a cozy little game in a way, but it's also got a real nasty mean streak. Should probably blast you with a fireball. Expect anything nice in the post? Oh no, not now. That game arrived though. I posted it in the Discord. No, I need to stop having things coming in the post. FPS drop Tales of Old. I don't think this game has a frame rate. No, I'm literally living by the breadline again this month, so I'm kind of done until the payday. And I need to put some aside because obviously there are bills to pay as well. But I did get that boundary gate. I'm very happy about that. I was a bit of a mood about the condition of it though, I have to say. I did write about it in Discord, but I was a bit miffed. Because they claimed that it was like... It's almost like it's never been used. That's a lie. There really is nothing here. There's just empty country. Variable refresh rate. This has been a bit of a DOS stream, really. I haven't progressed the plot. Desert Night. Oh, what are these? Black Imps. Are they mean? I need to save a game. I keep forgetting to save. Remind me to save. The only thing I do have covered in the post is this game that Barleybat was playing. It cost like £2. Yep, and it's save a game. I'll try. I can't remember what it's called now. Aethia. It's some sort of RPG with like romance elements, I think. But Barley Papa's just finished it, and it wasn't. It's supposed to be terrible, so that obviously made me immediately want to play it. It's published by Atlas, but it's not made by them.
yeah, it was insanely cheap. And I'm cheap. Atlas, yeah. They only published it though, I think. I don't think they had anything to do with the development of it. Or maybe they helped out on it, I don't know, but they published it because if you have a save data file from it and you play Shin Megami Tensei If, it will acknowledge the save data and give you like some bonus, along with some other games that are published by Atlas. It's kind of cute. You learn a spell. Your companion will start with an extra spell or something if you have a save file from Aethia. Can't remember what it's called now. It's like AITHEA. Friday the 13th on the NES. Well, they developed quite a few games back in the game. Are you sure I'm on about the same one? I'm on about Atlas as in like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. They've developed loads of stuff, they still do now. I don't know if they did Friday the 13th though, they might have done. But it's not, they're no different, they still make a lot of games as far as I know. But they're definitely more known, I think, as a publisher outside of Japan. Because there's a lot of stuff that's attributed to Atlas that isn't actually made by Atlas, it was just published by Atlas. Case in point, some people think that I've heard people saying that Crusader of Senti is an Atlas game. It's not. It was just published by them, but it was only published by them in America, nowhere else. It's made by Nextech and published by Sega, I think, did it in everywhere else. I think it was Sega in Japan and the UK and Europe, and then Atlas published it in America. Main reason I know that is because there's a bit in the game when you go to the desert area, and some of the sand. Oh, I need to save. Some of the sand blocks spell out the word Nextech, Nextech, but in the American version they changed it and it spells out Atlas. Whoa, that save right before the encounter is a little bit concerning. That was published by LJN, developed by Atlas. I'm surprised that a Japanese company made a Friday the 13th game, to be honest. Surprised they had the license to. Because I mean, I know that you had a lot of Splatterhouse or whatever, which is very oh, hello there. Who dat? Oh. Still got back sights here. I don't need any more tails. Talthal the Wanderer. Shinji Mikami Tekken, what the hell's that? Not related to Tekken, is it? Hail travellers, you vagabond. The vagabond greets you. I'm Tathar the Wanderer. You must be Joseph, the one hand of prophecy. I have two hands now. Wanderer. I grew up in the village of Lake Rishi. My family served a devil of a lord, whose bailiff whipped us worse than cattle. After my father's death, I began to wander and roam. Your father's death? That's what you call Shin Megami Tensei? Oh. Okay, well yeah, they did do that. I was like, what is this game I haven't heard of? Sounds very odd. My father worked a field so barren, only rocks and stones would grow there. 3 years after my mother died in childbirth, my father surrendered to the gods. Surrendered? The old man hung himself from the rafters of our cottage. I clapped and laughed to see my father hover above the floor. What magic is this? I thought. My father is the greatest sorcerer alive, but his face was grey as ash, and I knew Lahara had taken him. I journeyed up the Dahu River, begging and thieving my way to the sea. I would travel to Irenia and the Galadian archipelago, blah blah, and the cities of Iomani. Do you know Balan of Nahul? I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Of course, I was her father's disciple many years ago, at about the time Murad came to power. I brought her to Iona. Give him Balan's scroll.
I am stronger.
You give him the scroll explaining how you met Balan on the island of Iona. Her father wrote down his teachings before his death, Tafal explains. I gave this to Balan when we parted ways. Let me give you something in return. Tafal fishes into his pack and draws from it a large blue scale. It's a dragon scale. Oh! I think there's 4 of them. We've got 3 now then. It's a dragon scale, Tafal explains. It used to belong to the Emperor, but his followers hid it away when Murad seized the throne. I traded a snuff box for it and it brought me good luck. 6,000 experience, that's quite a lot actually. Is he done? Ring of grounding, resist energy. Makes you resist energy spells. It's very specific though, isn't it? What did I just get? A dragon scale? Oh lord, I'm going to wrap up soon I think. I didn't get much done, did I? Which one did I get? Dark +2. Was it that one? Holy +2. Ice +2. Okay. You can't have ice, so whatever. I guess walking up the desert sprang that encounter, perhaps? Maybe that's the only reason to explore? Whoa, that desert's bright. Okay. See, what's that island there for other than aesthetic? Oh, I didn't level up Jakar. Oh, that's good. Can exit immediately. Is there anything to fight? Oh, more people. Kangji? The bedraggled merchant holds out his arms in a weary greeting. Hail, Medivans, and welcome to our troubled realm. Have you come to buy my wares? Not really. Oh, here we go. Spine slicer. Tabasa. Are you supposed to be like of use? Like, you're not selling anything interesting. No, you're selling the same shit as the person in town. Oh, sword chat. The woman peers into darkness. You are not safe here. Rockholes roam these deserts, and they hunt by night. Arm yourself well, and you might survive until morning. That was giving me big Blood Omen vibes. This is PAL. This is the PAL version. That's why some of it's cut off. You two are Medivans, the boy exclaims joyfully. My mother and I are refugees from that kingdom. We're hiding from the Emperor so he doesn't make us into slaves. Have you come to trade? I have no NTSCU stuff. Refugees from the kingdom? We're hiding from the Emperor so he doesn't make us into slaves. So you are the Medivans, huh? I suppose you don't work for the Emperor then. If you've come to trade with Kangji, do it quickly or we'll have to keep moving. Is the frame rate affected by that? I didn't know the frame rate was affected. I just thought it was just ran slower. But they sort of got past that by PlayStation era, I think. They usually try to optimize, I think. I don't think this game only got released in America and in Europe though, so oh, there it is. That's all the map done. It's time to go to the forest. I can never make it there. There's the Jade Temple. But yeah, I have a UK PlayStation 2 with me, and that's the only PAL thing I have. So I have some PAL PlayStation 2 games and some PlayStation 1 games now. Get out! Where was the forest? Some are optimized. I mean, I know back in Mega Drive era there was ones that weren't optimized. But, yeah, I don't know about this one. But that's why the top and the bottom are cropped off a bit, because the screen's too big for NTSC. There's not much I can do about it. It's just running through a HDMI cable. Oh my god, where's the exit? Why are you frozen? I don't know if all games were. I think PAL made games, some of them weren't. Maybe not in this era though, but I know there's some PAL made Mega Drive games and that don't run very well at 60 Hz because they were designed to be played at 50. Like Turrican. Turrican on the Mega Drive is not very good at 60 Hz. It's too fast. And the music sounds awful. And the same with Roller to the Rescue, runs a bit too fast as well and makes it sort of floaty and harder to control. James Pond also. Generally just anything that's sort of British developed, or I wonder how Pugsy is actually. I never thought about that one. Isn't Pugsy British? Right, we're back here. This is what I did last night. He's still got 3. I'm gonna give him some more healing, I guess. But then he's not. I don't know. Is he? Is he ever gonna cast it by himself? Melee. If I do support, will he do a bit of both? A lot of the games in the PS2 era started to let you do 60 Hz as a choice. Don't know if I want that. Like Rare's games. Counter attack. Parry. Dodge? I don't know if he needs any more healing right now. 50Hz support and 6-bit area mapping because they covered the Asia 50Hz market. I had an Asian Mega Drive, I think. That was PAL. That would make sense why it worked. It looks like a Japanese model. Plays Japanese games though. Because we had Japanese Ghouls and Ghosts. And we also played Magical Turbo Hat Adventure, Flying Turbo Hat Adventure, whatever it was. I really don't want to have to go through this whole place again just for some sodding quests. I don't think I'm being arsed. But we are a bit stronger now. Oh, and there's no poison. That also helps. It takes way too long though. Celestial, hang on. We'll summon the... I wonder if they're immune to poison? Sonic 2 played it on Power Maker worked better than any modern port. Sonic 2 was optimised though. Sonic 1 wasn't. As far as I know. So that might be why. I played PAL Sonic. It's just the same. Did I not pick this up before? Oh, there's a left arm. The left arm of the late... Oh my god, have I really got to look around and find all this crap again? A lot of the Mega Drive games were, after a certain point, especially modern ones, it's some of the older stuff that doesn't really. But sometimes it's not necessarily that the game is optimized, they just would speed up the music. The game might be slower, but the music is sped up. Because it's the music where it's really noticeable. I'm not sure how much I want to do this. How many supposed quests have I got in this dungeon? Oh, please just kill this tree thing. Here's a lot of experience though. Let's see. Oh my god, can you stop aggroing new enemies? Quests do I have? We've got Nandy the Gatherer. Don't know where that one's from. Statue of Gaudi. Doesn't say that they're all necessarily here though. Durgan's Lucky Shot. I'll never finish that quest, I swear. Return it to Durgan near the docks of Leneley. Does that mean I'm going back then? Pursued by Death. Oh, I need to do that one. That's not here though. The Tomb of Garnis? No. Child of the Spirits. I need to go back and talk to that person. Secrets of the Dark Hymn? Any place would appear to be blank. Oh, I've got one of them. The Kosani Priestess besides the secret of the mage belongs to the secret society. The Kusani Priestess. Long use hat. I need to find his hat. That's gonna be a pain. I'm gonna Google that thing. Can't be asked to walk around this whole dungeon again. The cemetery, that's simple enough. I know where that is. Well, oh. See, that's all the map that did. It won't be so bad, but all the enemies have respawned. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for today, because this is gonna be a whole ordeal. I guess we're back in the swamps. I'm gonna leave. Oh my god, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting shit? Where are you? I don't really want to save while they're in combat. I'm gonna save again just in case. At least I'm hoping this time if I go through it I don't have to keep worrying about the poison. Right, that's saved again. So we'll finish there.